everyone, Orange here. Welcome to TOA Hard August 2016. Today we are on Chiwu. It is stage 70 of Hard. I think this is the highest I've ever faced Chiwu in TOA Hard. I think in normal maybe he was on 90, but I think this is technically the highest I've ever faced him. So this is the team that I used. It worked. This is the team that I use for most TOA hard floors. At the very beginning I didn't have my Phoenix Fury up. That was probably just my mistake. I had bad management. Bad cooldown management. I'm wondering what these Acacises do. I had it pulled up because I don't exactly know. I kind of just, did the floor and it worked. Okay, just a crit thing, but we don't need to be critting on my team, so that doesn't really matter. But if you had something like Verd, the Acacises would be a problem. So I was thinking about this. I don't really think it matters which monster you focus first. You can always focus one of the Megans down with your Vero. That's what I like to do quite often. I like to focus one of the water monsters down with Vero as the rest of my team is working on the wind monsters. The only reason I do that is because my Beretta can't really reliably land dots on water monsters, so that's why I use Vero to kind of work on one of those water monsters. The Megans and the Acacises are pretty dangerous because the Megans have, the Acacises aren't too dangerous besides the fact that they, heal and stuff, so I would probably rank the Megans more dangerous than them. So once again, I think the strategy I'm doing on the screen is probably suboptimal, and you probably should be going for the Megan or one of the Megans while you. I would focus one Megan down with Vero. So the Megans have the attack bar boost, the defense buff, and the attack buff, and then I think at one point here one of the Megans moves and gives Chiwu the attack buff, and then he does like a lot of damage to my monsters. Let me actually check this too. So it looks like, so Chiwu's third skill does percent HP, so here's another tip. If you guys are finding that having Beretta Leader doesn't help, you can consider using Vero Leader, but I don't like doing that. I think you should be strong enough to use Beretta. That might actually make it worse off if you have Vero Leader, but it's possible. Chiwu's third skill actually has like an attack modifier thing, so the attack buff will make him do more damage, even though it's based off, it has like a percent HP kind of scaling in there. So my team is really good at stunning everything. Maybe I said that before. So I just stun everything once you land the slow with your Arya. I always like to have the slow and glancing on with my Arya. I pretty much use that off cooldown. Then you'll be moving more often than them. Your Mav will give your team the speed buff, and then it just, the enemies can't really keep up with your speed. You'll have so many opportunities to get stuns on them and attack bar resets and stuff. It's like not even funny. So I also was kind of taunting the Chiwu, which I think is important because of his second and third do like a lot of damage. So if you guys are struggling with that, keep the taunts on him. My team seemed fine. I kind of just went in here and played it. I wasn't too worried. If I did end up failing, I think I may have passed this first try or second try, but if I was failing more, then I would have, looked at it more critically and taken more time and be like, hey, what's causing me to die? Most likely it would probably be the Megans giving their whole team the attack bar boost. And, or not, the attack buff. I mean, they do give the attack bar boost too. So then I would probably, go back and say like, hey, I should probably be focusing one of those down with Vero. And then I'd probably have more success. And as for taunts, you can always put the unrecoverable debuff on them, so then the Acacises won't be able to heal them, but then she still does the shield thing, so make sure to save your Bella's C's for like the important targets. I would say the most important ones to seize are probably the Megans and the Chiwu. Chiwu probably the most important to seize the buffs off, and then probably the Megans because they're a huge threat to your Beretta. And then Acacis, I think she can do quite a bit of damage, but you should be fine with stuns on her. She's probably like the last one to seize because your Beretta won't be glancing on her, and it should be fine to land your stuns and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the whole level. I have this on other floors with different teams, so you guys can search my channel and see if there's a different floor with him on it. I mean, I think this is the highest he's been on hard that I've seen. Also, Reddit, I don't know if I mentioned this, my runes and all that stuff, all my monsters, everything about my monsters is going to be in a link in the description. And then Reddit, search on Reddit. There's usually like a lot of different threads out there where people help each other, and people link their monster boxes and stuff like that. I think people are trying to get people to use the daily advice thread for that, but there should be Chiwu posts out there for this month. And then also the TOA hard mega thread. I'm going to link you guys to those 2 mega threads. They're just lists of teams people use to pass these floors. And also you can kind of try to think about it critically. Like I gave you the example of using Vero in the leader slot, but I think Beretta just kind of makes things better because you're moving so often. And then, Arya has the glancing and everything. Your team has pretty much everything they need to succeed on this floor, or this team does. So those are pretty much all the tips I have. And that I can think of. I wish you guys luck on this floor, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys in the next video. Well, first we have to finish this one. Yay! Okay, so I will catch you guys later.